Hey, my name's James Nicholson and welcome to my YouTube channel. Now this video is another shocker. House prices have risen yet again. So stick to the end. I've got quite a lot to cover in this video. I want to talk about why this is happening because we're talking a lot about house price drops. So why is the market continuing to rise right now? Now, this channel is all about my investment journey and I'd like to invite you on that journey with me. I'm building a portfolio for my two daughters. Georgia is 21. We've got two properties. We've got a property in the north of England in Doncaster and we've just recently completed on a flat in Dorking and Surrey. And you can check that out on this channel and have a look around those and see all the work that we've done to those. And we're going to be building a portfolio for my little baby Emily, who is just one. So join us on the journey by taking that finger of power, spinning it round, smashing that subscribe button and hitting the bell notification. You want to know all the latest property news and all the greatest investment strategies. This is the channel for you. Now, it really makes sense, doesn't it, that house prices should be going down, right? But they haven't quite got there yet. And there's a reason for that. You see, the deals that are completing at the moment, they might have started 6 months ago. And so they're still a very, very good deal. And they don't want to necessarily back out of that because maybe they've secured a very, very good interest rate way back when interest rates were good. You see, things are taking a long time in property at the moment. Transactions are very, very slow. Georgia and I just bought a property in Dorking. That was her second deal, the flat that we got. And that took, I don't know, it was like 14 weeks or so to buy it. And there was no one in a chain. It was a very simple transaction, but it took ages to get that done. Now, we actually got a 5-year fixed at a very, very good rate, 2.something%, because it's so long ago that we started the process. And that's what's happening in the market at the moment. You see, all of these deals have been going on for months, kicking along. Mortgage companies are inundated with applications at the moment, which is one of the reasons why they took products off the market. So we're not going to see the picture of the house prices falling quite yet. I'm not saying it's not going to happen, and it's probably likely now that there will be some sort of correction at least. But right now, what you're seeing is delayed data. You're seeing people that started way before this mini budget and everything else was even talked about. So how much have house prices risen? Well, 0.9% in September, according to Rightmove. 0.9% in September. Now, that's really positive because if we do have a correction, then obviously some people have just made a little bit more equity. So it's not going to be quite as bad, even if we drop 20%, because you've already made nearly 1% there just in 1 month. So that's a kind of a positive thing. If we do have a big correction, I think that people won't quite be hit as bad. So that's good. And so that's not going to continue for sure. The market has definitely started to slow down. Now, on an average house price adds £3,398 in people's pocket. Well, not in their pocket, but their net worth has grown by that, or their equity has grown by £3,398, which is pretty good for a month, right? If you've got a number of houses like me, then that's a nice little tidy profit or equity that we've got in there that at some point maybe we'll get to use and release and do some more deals in the market. So that's pretty good. What else is going on? Well, the annual house price growth is slowing. So it's been above 10% for a while, considerably above 10%. But we had some months in the summer where it was only 0.1% per month. And obviously that means eventually it's going to start catching up with itself. And so we've got down to 7.8% growth for the year as an average, which is okay. And obviously that will probably drop at some point. It's definitely going to drop because we did have 3 months in the summer where the growth in property prices was really, really slow. And so that's just something that will happen. Unless maybe we get another month or two with a 1% or close to 1% growth. That could happen for the next couple of months. I know everyone's like, the market's going to crash. But even if it does, and people accept lower prices, they're not going to complete on those sales. This is the important thing. They're not going to complete on those sales if you're looking to do a deal now, maybe until February or March. So it's going to take a while for that data to come through to us as property investors to really understand where the market is. Now, house prices are being reduced. And so house prices are being reduced by the stock that's on Rightmove currently. 23% of that is actually being reduced. So people have taken or say that they will take a lower offer than they initially expected. Now that seems like a lot, but in normal times, it's actually about 31% of the market that is reduced. So it's still quite good. There isn't loads of people dropping their prices. So the thought of a crash isn't necessarily going to happen as quick as people want. You see, just because the market drops, and there is a lot of people out of the market currently. So what they're saying is first time buyers, a lot of them are just having a wait and see approach at the moment, right? So there's a lot of people that just aren't buying. Some people that were thinking of selling, again, they're just having a wait and see approach. Their properties aren't going on the market. So inquiries are down, but it doesn't necessarily mean the market's going to crash, because maybe someone isn't desperate to sell. Those are the prices that you'll see drop significantly when someone must sell because they've got to relocate or to stop a bankruptcy or something like that. Now, those prices will look to drop significantly. And the market activity is down around 30% at the moment. So we've got quite a lot of decline in market activity. So new inquiries and stuff like that. But right now what we're seeing is that the sellers, only 23% of those guys are dropping their prices to try and get that sale through to completion. So that's not a huge market shift. When it starts getting to above the 31%, which is the normal average, that's when you'll be looking at saying, this is going to get quite fast, this decline in pricing now, because people might be racing to just get their property sold and move into something else or get out into cash or whatever they're looking to achieve. So the market is still fairly stable. Rightmove and Halifax are also saying that there's just not enough property stock out there in the market at the moment, and that is a problem. And that means that there isn't going to be this huge reduction and price slashing for now, but that will possibly change. And so the things that are really going to impact that is interest rates, right? And so people may be forced to sell when interest rates rise. And so that at the moment, the interest rates are getting definitely more expensive, but on an average, they're not that expensive compared to when I started buying in the late 1990s or the early 2000s. It's still fairly cheap, the cost of money, but there will be some people that it is expensive and they do need to maybe take that loss and move into rented accommodation. So we'll see that data come through once the rates go up. Now, interest rates are now predicted to not rise as much as they were. So since we've had a U-turn on the mini budget by the government, initially we were looking at interest rates going up to 6.6% as the Bank of England base rate. That's actually been forecast down to 5.1%. That's a big difference and a very, very positive news for homeowners and landlords and investors alike. So that's good, positive news. Now, these are just forecasts. No one knows for sure. The biggest thing that we need to happen right now is for inflation to come down. If that gets under control, then maybe the market gets corrected that little bit less than we were hoping or than we were expecting. Not hoping, I don't want the market to necessarily go up really fast or down really fast. I prefer a stable market. So what do you think about these house rises? What do you think? Do you think it's a positive thing? It's going to give people that little bit extra buffer if the prices do drop significantly. I think that's positive, but what do you believe on that? Do let me know in the comments. Do like this video, guys, and any other video that you see of mine. That really helps get YouTube's algorithm going and gets me some eyeballs on the video. So please, please, please do like all my videos that you see. Do subscribe if you didn't earlier. And do come and join us in London. We're going to have a live event very soon. Dates are just about to be announced. In the description, you can click on a link. You can fill in your details and you can join the VIP waiting list. You'll get all the details on that event straight away before everybody else does. I want you to be there and come and learn all about property investing. Those of you that say the market is going to crash, wonderful. That means this is the biggest opportunity of a lifetime. So make sure you learn how to invest prior to that. That's it from me. Go and check out all the other videos on my channel, including this one right here. Thanks for watching, guys.